Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a sinking funds setup and stuffing my sinking fund system video. If you guys have not checked out the whole video for this April budget spread, go ahead and do so. I believe to you guys I've uploaded this yesterday, so go ahead and check that out. And let's go ahead and get started. I have here my sinking fund system, which is just, as I always mention, a coupon folder divider situation, and this is just how it looks on the inside. So I did make little labels that have the different sinking funds that I currently have. Now I honestly think I never made one. No, I didn't, for clothing. So let me go ahead and make that on camera for you guys. So this is the label maker that I use to make the labels in my system. It's a really inexpensive one that I got from Target, so I'm just quickly, I hope you guys can see that. So let me make one for clothing, and I think, yeah, I keep all the letters lowercase. So let me, I don't even remember how to do this. Okay, right here. So let's do clothing. You obviously don't have to use this if you don't have one, and you don't have to purchase this just for the purpose of that, but I think it's really handy. So that's how it comes out. And then let me just cut it right here. Okay, so there's my little clothing label, and I'm gonna pop that on the tab. It's actually really funny that I'm making this label, but that's just how it looks right there, because I actually added one more category this month, which will be the last little label. Now, I've mentioned to you guys, I believe in last month's sinking funds video, that I was thinking of maybe bringing all the money that I have in that coupon folder into an account, like a checking account. As of now, I think I'm not going to do that yet, just because I've already just had all the cash here, and it just has been working for me for so long that I'm just so used to having it there, and I just find it really convenient for me. So that's kind of why I haven't made the change, and with everything going on, I don't know if I will be making the change in the near future, but I'm definitely looking into it a little bit more. So thank you for you guys' suggestions. I know I got a ton of those. So I have here my amount that I budgeted for sinking funds this month, which is $881. I have this cash here as well that I will be stuffing those funds with. So first, let me take you to the page where I like to set up my sinking fund spread. And that typically is on the very first page of the month, which is this one right here next to the quill page. As I've mentioned in previous months, this page is typically a little bit longer than all the other pages, which I have no clue why that is. So I believe what I did last month was just white out a bit of this, and I think it ended up working out. I'm actually going to white everything out because it's kind of on the darker side. And I am going to be using a different washi today. So today I'm going to be using my butterflies print washi, and of course my sinking funds kit, which comes with sinking funds and transaction log script and your headers. So let's go ahead and get started up here. So let me just right here. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. Script. Now, like I mentioned in my April monthly budget spread, I have added one new category, which is a very important one. It has been for me for 2 years now, and I always love incorporating into my budget. So that's what we're going to be adding today. Now let's go ahead and just get right into it, because we are not only going to be setting this page up, but we're also going to be stuffing the actual system. So the first fund that I have in here is my Adventures sinking fund. And I do have to mention this because I will be doing something different that I haven't done before, and that is I'm not going to be including the beginning balance as of now, just because if you guys have been watching my videos for the month of March, I am partaking in a 30-day savings challenge, and what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys in my March budget results as to where I'll be getting that extra money to kind of cover and make that savings challenge possible. You guys will be able to see how I take money out of, let's say, sinking funds that I'm not really using, especially for last month, or won't be using. Like, I know a big one was like entertainment. That's kind of the reason why I'm not going to be putting a beginning for any of them, but I will update you guys on my week 1 check-in video as to how those end up looking, or you guys will probably just see that as an ending in my March budget results video. So I'm gonna leave this blank, but I will be letting you guys know how much I'll be adding in there. So for this month, I will be adding $50 for adventures. And honestly, guys, hopefully after everything is done and over with, I'm able to, you know, travel somewhere. I don't know how long it'll be, if it'll be next year, if it'll be in a year and a half. I don't really know, but I think it's nice that I have been saving small amounts like this towards adventure sinking fund, which is essentially just anything like vacations or traveling or anything like that. So that's gonna get $50 this month. Next, I have my Amazon Prime fund. And for Amazon Prime, this I pay once a year, which is why it is a sinking fund. So every month I've been putting $10 in here. And like I mentioned, I think once I end up paying for that this year, I'm just going to change it to a business expense for my shop, because I get a ton of things from Amazon. So that gets 10. Next, I have birthdays. And for birthdays, like I mentioned also in my budget video, this month is my mom's birthday. So I will be adding a little bit more than I usually have in the past. And so this month I will be adding $151 towards that. And you guys will kind of see why it's such an awkward number once you guys see the ending of March. That's for birthdays. Next, we have car insurance. And if you guys have still not noticed, I do like to categorize all of my funds in alphabetical order. That's just something that I've always done. As I mentioned also in my budget video, oh my god, I sound like a broken record, my car insurance actually ended up going down. So I believe my dad said that it's going to be around $220 if not less, whereas I've been paying like $300 per month, which is such a crazy amount. So I know I had some money in that envelope, and I still do. So instead of the $300 that I would always add a month, I'm only going to be adding $200 this month. And whatever the difference is should be covered by the kind of buffer amount that I've been having in there for so long. And if you guys are wondering why it is that I even have car insurance as a sinking fund if I pay for this monthly, the reason being is because my dad pays for it and I just end up giving him the money in cash. After car insurance, I have cart maintenance. And I believe I had a pretty good amount left over in this category just because I put quite a bit of money in it once I sold my old car. So for this, I'm not going to be adding anything this month, especially because I just got my oil change and I got new tires, I believe like 2 months ago in February, and I'm not going to be going anywhere, so I think I should be fine with the car maintenance money that I have in there. Next, we have car payment, which for the longest I didn't know if I wanted to keep the car payment amount here in my sinking funds. As you guys know, I have moved this category to my budget spread, but I have still kept the amount that can pay for a month worth of payment. The reason why I've done this and why I've mentioned it before is because I wanted to have extra money just in case of emergencies, and I'm honestly so grateful that I was able to do that in the past, because now is the time, let's say that, you know, an emergency is happening and let's say that I don't earn as much money or enough money to be able to pay for my car payment, I will have that covered by just having it here as a sinking fund. So I don't add anything to this. And of course it's kind of awkward right now because I don't have the beginning balance, but yeah, the beginning balance will cover for a car payment, which I don't see me taking that money this month. For me, honestly, things have gone really well and I've gotten so much support from all of you guys, so I just want to thank you for that too. But we don't know what holds in the future, so that's going to stay in there up until I do need it. The next category that I've added for this month, which is funny because I think last year around April I also added this category, so I feel like this is the perfect, I think, time for me to add this, and this is my Christmas sinking fund. Now, my Christmas sinking fund is one of my favorite sinking funds to have, especially to start it as far along as you can. I usually start in April, but I've kind of created a total amount that I want to have by Christmas to be good to buy Christmas presents for my family, for myself. So I have divided that number by the amount of months that I have between now and Christmas. And so for this month, I will be adding 125. And then this way, me adding 125 is not bad as me, let's say, during Christmas season or Black Friday season, having to spend or wanting to have around $1,000 to spend on Christmas presents. So that's definitely one of the ones that I definitely recommend you guys have and start up as soon as you guys can. So that's one of my favorites. Next, we have clothing. And for clothing this month, I am adding $50. Go. Next we have date night, which we haven't gone on a date night, and I don't know when we will go on a date night again. To be honest, I'm only going to be adding $15 in here. Next up we have entertainment, and once again I don't know when I'll be using this fund again, so I am only just adding $10 in here. Next is my medical fund, and for medical I am adding $20. And then last but not least, I have my Peru trip. So I am planning on hopefully still going to Peru during the summer. If I go, I wouldn't be going up until July, so I really have to see how things are going. I have already, by the time that you're watching this, bought my ticket to Peru, and it ended up being extremely cheap, especially for what I got. So I still am going to be saving money towards that trip, and I know that even if something were to happen or things get worse, I will be able to change my plane ticket to like I don't know, another month. And I'm thinking if I don't end up going this summer, I'll go either during Christmas season or even on my birthday next year. So I really am trying to think of pretty much everything and covering all my bases. So I still want to save money towards this, and I've been saving $250 a month, so I am just going to keep it that way. So this gets $250, and that is pretty much all of my sinking funds. I have quite a bit now. I think this is the most I've ever had before. But after this month, I don't know if I'll be getting rid of these anytime soon. We'll see. Okay, so then after, I will go ahead and take some washi, and then I'll make my transaction log at the bottom. And then we'll get started with stuffing our sinking fund system. Okay, so let's put you right there. And then our last little header we'll put right here. And this is the section where I will put if I make any transactions for my sinking funds. I usually don't make many, so I should be good with that amount of space, but we will see. I'm usually fine though. Okay. And then once I finish up with my March budget results, then I will be writing in my beginning in there. And you guys will see that on both my March budget results video and my week 1 check-in for this month. Just making my lines really quick, and then we'll get started with stuffing. Okay, so we have all that there, and I think now I am all ready to stuff my system. So I am going to keep the system on the side, and I'm just going to organize all of the cash that I have here, which this, oh, I didn't even total it up. This in total is, let's see, 151, 200, 125, 50, 15, 10, 20, and 250. That's a total of 881. So let's go ahead and now organize that. So I have here my $100 bills. Then we have 50s. Two 5s and a 1. Okay, so let's start with adventures. For adventures, we are getting 50, so let's just get a 50 here. Next, Amazon Prime, it's gonna get 10. So let's put it here. Next, we have birthdays, which birthdays gets 151. So let's get, let's see, we have 100, 20, 40, 50, and 1. That is for birthdays. Next we have car insurance, which that's going to get 200. I'm so glad that my car insurance went down. I'm not 100% sure how much exactly it is, but I mean, me stuffing $100 less is a lot, so let's put that in my car insurance little tab. Next, card maintenance doesn't get anything, or car payment, but moving on to Christmas, that it's going to get 125. So let's do 120 and 5 for Christmas, and I'll make that label if I don't forget after this video. Okay, next for clothing, that's going to get $50. So let's take these. Date night is going to get 15. There, for date night. Entertainment will get $10. Medical will get $20. Medical. And my Peru trip will get the rest, which should be $250. So we have 100, 50, 200, and $250. And that's going to be for my Peru trip. Okay, so all of my sinking funds are now fully stuffed, and that's going to be it for this. So with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys tomorrow for my cash envelope stuffing video. Bye guys!